Good morning, YouTube. This is Minnie. How you guys been? Well, what I have in front of you is a 66 Fairlane. I bought a bag of glue bomb rebuilders a few months ago, I should say, at the 2016 Heartland show. There was 4 cars in the bag, all in various pieces, so I took all 4 of them as much as I could, and I built this junker. And I seen a picture online on Google Image of a few of these rusted out, just sitting in the field. I wanted this car to look usable, be like a good parts car versus one that's totally trashed. So in my mind was somebody had put a lot of work into this, and they had an accident, and then it just sat and started deteriorating because they never got back to it. So I wanted it more. It's all surface rust, to say, you know, it's set under a tree, water just set on it, and it not so much as road salt eating it up and stuff, you know, like blisters in the paint, and it just never got no attention to it. So what I did is I took the hood and this right fender, I cut them off. I went and got a pie sheet. I went and got a tin pie sheet like so. And then I cut a few squares out and I wrapped it around the plastic pieces. And then I painted the whole car a 50s teal color. It had been on a 56 Chevy, and I painted it, and then I wrecked it, and then I started doing all the weathering to it. In the motor, the motor's been detailed, but just the little parts of it. Like, I put heater hoses and stuff in it, and then I made the battery cables make it look like the battery's not in there. The carburetor has linkage on it, but it's just not really, you know, good looking carburetor. It's just somebody, you know, they're slowly taking parts off of it here and there. The crash took out the grill and the front bumper, so I got all that off. Headlights are out on this one. And then I just made it look like there's a flat tire, and I just weathered it up. It was a nice little fun build. I actually built this all day yesterday. I got up about at 8 a.m. and pulled it from the bag. It was black with red interior. I've had some still pictures. I didn't even know I had black paint on my fingers. And not much done on the inside. I just painted the interior white and then did a bunch of wash to it. Did some washes to it. Like you can see, I put some wash on the windows. A lot of the rusting effect is made by some homemade washes that I made. If I can get you guys a good view of it. I used some Anita's Rust Red, some burnt umber from Americana, used this Folk Art Sienna, burnt sienna, and then the washes I used a Vallejo flat wash that I made, flat earth wash, some rust wash. I made a green wash out of some Vallejo military colors, and I just put it in here, and then I run it through to make, you know, like different stages of oxidization. and you can see the green coming down in some of the spots. And basically I just made a wash out of some Vallejo stuff. My wife got me these bottles, and I've been making my own things for it. And made some oily wash, a black wash, a gray wash, like I said, the flat earth wash, and then get all those. You can see in the background what I've been doing to my bench, all my paints, and I made all these washes this week out of different Vallejo stuff. And here's what the roof looks like. Get you guys some better pictures of that. Just a nice little quick build. The dirt, I just had the old base from an old case that broke. I just put Elmer's glue on the top of it, smeared it around, went outside and grabbed a handful of dirt and just started crumbling up and putting it on the base and letting it dry. I call this Field of Dreams because of Fairlane, like I told you guys, in the green Fairlane that I built for the Chevy Cheeseburger Top 10 and the 48 hour for Brian over there at Atomic Dog. Fairlane's my dream car. So Field of Dreams would be, this would be something that, you know, I'm searching around and I find this sitting in a field, you know. So that was my idea, outtake on it. The white walls are hand painted. The AMT kit on this one and the 67 Cyclone Comet, the factory wheels have, factory tires I should say, have a little groove on the inside of them. And all I did is put my Vallejo white in there, and they turned out pretty good. Made a really nice white wall. And then I did the trick I seen on YouTube to make the flat tire. I just cut between this thread and that thread, and then I hollowed out the middle, and then I flared the sides out and put a piece of plastic in there, and you glue piece of plastic in there and it gives it that flat look. If you can't see that, it gives it that flat tire look without the melting look to it. So got that on there. Just a real nice fun build. I got up yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning. I actually got up at 6:30, get the kids ready for school, put them on the bus. And at first I wasn't going to damage it. I was just going to rust it up. The chrome that I had over here, they had glued bombed it so bad that it actually had ate and melted. And I'm thinking, well, I really can't have an accident looking like that. And I see when you melt the plastic to do damage, it really don't give the form of what some of the metal would when you bend it. So I had these pie sheets I'd been wanting to do. Timothy Ivets from over there in the UK, we had been talking, and he had showed me some pictures of a build where a guy took a rally car, took off the body parts and wrapped them in an aluminum serving tray. I couldn't find the serving trays, but I found the pie pan. So I used a pie pan, and it seemed to work okay. It's a little thick to cut. It was actually a pain in the rear end to cut, but it served its purpose. It let me get what I wanted to. You can see how it gave me all the mold lines in the fender. It let me do all the mold lines in the hood. It gave me everything. It takes some work, and man, it held the shape that I wanted it to do the wreckage on it. I didn't have all the interior pieces, so it's missing the driver's seat. So it's kind of like it's, you know, they're slowly taking parts out of it and whatnot. I just painted the interior just pure white, and then I took a burnt umber wash and went all over it, and then went over the top of it with some terracotta just to give it that old dust collected in the grooves kind of wash looking thing on it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Minnie. Don't forget, guys, all your votes are got to be in for the Chevy Cheeseburger Street Edition by Sunday, I believe, or it might be by tomorrow. So make sure you get over there and you get all your votes in. Make sure you have to vote on every video on his list, or none of your votes count. I was just glancing through, and we have a lot of people voting. It was really, really close on some of the scores, but then you go and look, and not everybody has judged every video. And those guys who have entered, you also have to do your judging, or your vehicle you entered won't be valid. So I hate to see anybody, you know, not get it on there on a technicality. So get over there, check it out. Grab you a quick build every now and then. Like I said, I did this one from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yesterday. Nothing fancy, just having fun. Just, we got all these cars we buy for whatever reason, and they ain't going to build themselves. So you guys have a great day. This is Minnie. Can't wait to the final results and see what happens with the Street Stock Series and for Chevy this week. And hope you guys all have a great week and a great weekend. So you guys have a good one. Let this spin one more time. This is Minnie, guys. See ya.